Hello, welcome to Fun Facts and Reviews. Our new video is a travel description about Gandhiji's land, that is Gujarat.
Last March, we got a chance to visit some places in Gujarat. It was a wonderful trip and we enjoyed a lot.
In this video, we are going to describe about the places we visited there.
Do you know which is the biggest city in Gujarat? It's Ahmedabad. During our trip, we stayed in our uncle's house at Ahmedabad.
He is a soldier. He and his family is staying there in an RAF camp.
There, we got a chance to see the Martyrs Memorial of CRPF Jawans who dedicated their life for our nation.
A big salute to the brave hearts.
As per our plan, first we had visited Statue of Unity. It's around 200 km away from Ahmedabad. It is located 3.5 km away from a small town named Kevadia.
Statue of Unity is the world's tallest statue standing at a height of 182 meters. It's a tribute to the Indian leader Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India. It had been opened to public from 31st October 2018.
The statue is a patriotic symbol of the legacy of a man who spent his entire life in the struggle for freedom. As a mark of respect, the statue is located at his birthplace, that's Gujarat.
The statue is made of steel frame and reinforced concrete. For durability, the statue has been given bronze plating. It was constructed at the center of Narmada River facing the Sardar Sarovar Dam. It has a panoramic view of the Sardar Sarovar Dam.
There is an exhibition hall and a gallery at the base of the statue. From there, we could collect so many informations about Sardar Patel and the statue. The total height of the structure is 248 meter with a base of 58 meter and the statue of 182 meter.
There is a viewer's gallery inside the chest level of the statue at the height of 135 meter with a capacity to accommodate 200 persons at a time.
By using the high-speed lift, we could reach there. Through the viewer's gallery, we had explored the beauty of the dam and the reservoir.
After the statue visit, we visited Sardar Sarovar Dam. The Sardar Sarovar Dam is the world's second largest concrete gravity dam located on the mighty Narmada River near the Statue of Unity.
Then we visited Valley of Flowers. It's a very beautiful place.
It is spread across 24 acres of land and is a heaven for colorful flowering plants across the bank of the river Narmada. Beside the park, several photo booths and selfie points are there. We enjoyed very much at the Valley of Flowers.
Next day, we visited Sabarmati Ashram. Sabarmati Ashram was once a home to Mahatma Gandhi and his wife Kasturba Gandhi. The ashram is located on the bank of Sabarmati River.
It's a very peaceful place and we are sure that visitors will obviously get a peaceful mind while sitting there for a few minutes.
The ashram has witnessed so many historical events and this is a place where Gandhiji began his Dandi March.
While at Sabarmati, Gandhiji lived in a small cottage known as Hriday Kunj, where the items used by Gandhiji are preserved. There is a charkha and some other things like writing desk, etc., which was used by Gandhiji were preserved in a room where Gandhiji used to meet the national and international personalities.
And in another room, some other items used by Gandhiji were displayed like utensils, Gandhiji's walking stick, spectacles, etc.
At the entrance of Hriday Kunj, some volunteers explained about the usage of charkha. They showed practically by using the charkha how a raw cotton is converted to fine cotton twine.
From there, they gifted us these books. This made us really happy.
A museum is there named as Gandhi Sangrahalaya. It has a library, photo galleries and an auditorium.
In the museum, there are several paintings about Gandhiji's life and an exhibition on My Life, My Message and Gandhiji in Ahmedabad.
There, we can find several letters by Gandhiji, manuscripts of his articles and several photographs.
In a building named Udyog Mandir, they exhibited several types of charkhas.
We saw the charkhas from the oldest model to the newest one there.
We bought this charkha from a shop near the ashram. Sabarmati Ashram is a must-visit place in Gujarat.
After visiting the ashram, we went to visit Adlet's Stepwell. Adlet's Stepwell or Adlet's Nivav is a stepwell in the village of Adlet close to the Ahmedabad city and in the Gandhinagar district.
It's considered as a fine example of Indian architecture. It was built in 1498 in the memory of Rana Veer Singh.
It's also known as Rudabai Stepwell. It is a 5-floor structure where each floor is uniquely designed with intricate carvings on the walls and pillars.
The well itself is octagonal shaped and has steps leading to it. Each floor of the stepwell has place to rest.
The large open areas of each floor used to act as a shelter for all the travelers. The temperature inside the well is lower than the outside temperature.
The villagers used to come to this well to collect water. Step wells were quite popular in olden days as they were the source of water for drinking and other household needs. They are known as Vav in Gujarati.
There is a tragic story behind the construction of Adlaj Vav.
Adlaj Vav construction started in late 16th century by King Rana Veer Singh. He was the ruler of a small kingdom denoted as Dande Desh. At that time, Gujarat was under the control of Mahmud Begada, Sultan of Gujarat. Rana Veer Singh's people in Adlaj were suffering from water crisis and they had to walk miles to get water for their daily needs. So, he decided to solve this crisis, but he couldn't conclude the work as he died in a battle against Begada. When Mahmud Begada first met with Rana Veer Singh's widow wife Queen Rudabai, he fell in love with her and ordered her to marry him. She didn't refuse his order, but she put a condition that Sultan should first complete the unfinished work of Vav started by her late husband Rana Veer Singh. Sultan accepted this condition and made significant efforts to construct a beautiful Vav. By 1599 AD, Adlaj Vav was built, but Mahmud Begada couldn't marry Rudabai as she committed suicide by jumping in Adlaj Vav's well. Even today, Adlaj Vav is described as Rudabai Vav, named after the queen who sacrificed her life instead of marrying a sultan. And this is the tragic story associated with Adlaj Vav.
We were really surprised by seeing the construction. Outside the stepwell, it was very hot when we visited as it was the month of March, but inside, it was very cool like an air-conditioned room.
Our next visit was to Akshardham. Swaminarayan Akshardham in Gandhinagar is the last temple complex of Swaminarayan.
Located in the capital of Gujarat, the complex is a tribute to Swaminarayan and his life and teachings.
It took 13 years to complete the temple's construction and it is a very beautifully constructed temple. It looks incredible.
There is an open-air assembly ground used for cultural events and a sound and water show that comes on at sunset. It feasts the eyes of viewers. It was miraculous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a fantastic way to entertain people with Vedic stories and that too in water.
Next day, we visited Indora Dinosaur and Fossil Park. We were really surprised by seeing the statues of large varieties of dinosaurs and their fossils and eggs.
Indora Park is regarded as India's Jurassic Park.
Oh wow, it was amazing.
The park consists of a zoo, a vast botanical garden, etc.
The park displays life-size models of the dinosaurs along with details of each period in which they existed and characteristics of the animals. During the long walk in the zoo, the temperature was 42 degrees hot. As a South Indian, 42 degrees is too horrible for us. And we were very much exhausted to go any further after the zoo visit.
But still, we didn't want to stop touring. So our next destination was Auto Vintage Car Museum. He's a car lover, so he'll be saying all about that.
Me?
Yeah, won't you?
Oh yeah, obviously I will. Auto Vintage Car Museum is a wonderful collection of vintage cars, motorcycles and cars manufactured by well-known automobile companies. An impressive collection of vintage cars, antique and utility vehicles, motorcycles and horse carriages is worth a visit. Visitors would be amazed with the priceless collections of the valuable cars ranging from the 1906 Minerva to 1954 Ford. The museum has been developed by Pranlal Bhogilal Patel. He has converted his private collection of more than 100 exclusive vintage cars. These cars are well maintained and in perfectly drivable condition. The museum features royal cars belonging to famous rulers of the country. This museum also has Ford Model T, the first car model of the world. This informative museum showcases cars of the time period when holding a car portrayed as a status symbol.
Throughout our visit, we had some Gujarati foods like dhokla, Gujarati thali, etc.
It was a fantastic trip and we enjoyed a lot.
We wish to visit Gujarat once again to explore all the remaining places in Gujarat.
Okay then, bye-bye.